Hey guys, so this week I finally got my microphone in, and I'm gonna try to spice up the video a little bit by just saying whatever pops in my head when I'm flying. Most of that is move stick left, move stick right, little rudder. So when I get back to the hangar, I'll first thing I need to do. I've been fighting a oil leak, and I mean it's nothing major, just a little bit of seepage, and it is a Subaru, so what do you expect? But I don't want to leak oil out of an engine that I'm flying. So far. What I've seen on most of these conversion engines, instead of having any kind of crankcase ventilation, people will go the easy route and they'll just stick one of those little air filters over the crankcase vent hole and think that's good enough. Well, sometimes it is, but in my case, I don't think the gasket's leaking. I think I'm building up pressure and it's forcing it through. So what I've done, I've got some hose, tea, miscellaneous items, and I'm going to vent my valve cover vents back up into the air filter area. And when I first put it together, I'm going to use a clear hose up toward the top, so I can just kind of see if I'm getting any kind of oil residue sucking up through the tube. And if not, great. If so, might have to go another route and, use some kind of PCV valve or something, like would be on original car engine. But for now, I'm gonna see what I can do to get rid of this oil leak. And other than that, man, everything's working out great with this engine conversion. It's an EA82, supposed to be around 95 horsepower, but no one really sticks their stuff on a dyno that I know of. Gearbox is it's styled after a Rotax gearbox, but it's similar, but it's not it's not the same. It's Russian made, but sold by a outfit out in Canada called Airtrikes. So far, that's working okay. I mean, I have very few hours on it. I did have to go with a 4-blade prop. I used to have a 68-inch Ivo 3-blade, their lightweight prop, and it just didn't give me the numbers I wanted. It's not Ivo's fault. It's just my RPMs dropped when I did the engine conversion. So I don't have I'm missing 1,000 RPMs out of the output, so I had to get a little more cord on the prop area. So I went with a 4-blade warp drive. Warp drive's quite a bit stiffer. Anyway, so I'm getting about 450 pounds of thrust. The machine weighs about 610, 615 without me. That's with the rotor. I weigh about 195, so it puts me all up weight at right at 800 pounds or so. And so I wanted, say, half a pound of thrust for 1 pound of all that flying weight. So with 800 pounds of flying weight, I would want about 400 pounds of thrust. Now those numbers aren't set in stone. That's just kind of a guideline, rule of thumb. So we're going to get to the hangar and put on that crankcase vent tubing, and if the whole weather holds out, we'll do a little flight and see what happens later. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got some hose. I don't know if it'd be right for the job, but I don't know. Let's see. This wire is pretty soft. We'll see. We got a couple silicone elbows. These actually going to cut down. They're going to cut it right about there. They'll go on the vents. Let's see what else. All right. A couple of little hose barb couplings here. Connect the hose to the elbow. Oh, just in case, I got a PCV valve. I'm not going to use that quite yet. A bunch of hose clamps. If all this works out right, I might actually change these hose clamps out to something a little more hardy. And I got some clear hose, so I can actually visualize what's going on.
All right, let's push her out. The weather, not very good today. We got some pretty low overcast, got some spotty rain just to the north of us. But I just want to fly around the pattern and get some RPMs on this engine, see if I get that oil leak to stop. We'll stay low. Watch out for any kind of crazy clouds. They're all around us. I think I hear Danny and Tony coming in. They flew up to, I think, Cleveland. Yep, here they are. See if we can hear Danny make his calls. Fuel pumps on. Key on. Give it a few pumps of gas there. It's not too cold today.
25 Alpha Golf, anywhere, on final for 1-2.
Clear prop. Let me get out of here before they block me in. Hey, Danny, Tony, I'm gonna make a loop around the pattern, check for this oil leak.
Okay, be careful.
Roger. I'm just playing around here.
Yep, yes, sir.
All right, rotor brake off. And I'm gonna kick in my prelotator. There we go. That's on low. Once it looks like it's leveled out and I hit high, that gives me my full voltage. Once I feel that it leveled out at its top, which about right there, release that, stick back, and let's go. Anyway, traffic, experimental gyroplane 96 Alpha, gonna take runway 12, staying in a pattern in a whack.
That sure sounds professional.
All right, so let that rotor spool up. My nose should get light. There, I hear that whisper. There's the nose, and let's go. RPMs on the rotor. About 5,000 RPMs on the engine tach. Now I'm going to stay left pattern. Stay out of Tony's way. RPMs down. Keep that speed up. Tony's out of the way. So I got a left crosswind here. So I'm gonna put my cyclic into the wind. But straighten the nose out with the rudder. Keep a little bit of throttle in here just in case, and right there, not the most graceful landing. Front wheels on the ground, sticks forward, and we can idle on in. Tell you what, the temperature's not that bad. It's a little chilly. I didn't even need gloves this time. Well, I think my stick was pretty straight up and down. My last couple of flights, I've had a little bit of right cyclic with level flight, and did a few flights just to make sure everything's settled. Nothing, you know, it's not like a wind or any wind issue. So anyway, that seemed to straighten it up. I'll look at the video just to make sure. But these rotors, they're like 85 pounds. And they got a lot of inertia, so it takes a while to slow down. So I'll just taxi over here, get out of everybody's way, let these things slow down a little bit. I'll go ahead and put my rotor brake on. I'll try to let it slow down a little bit before I put my brake on. I mean, that brake don't do much. It barely holds it when they're not moving. So I have rotor brakes really mainly just for taxiing, get the rotor to finally come to a stop. Our gauges look good. Everything's in the green. Notice this thing likes to idle right around 1200. And get below 1200 and it starts to get a little jumpy back there, you know, with the gear reduction and the prop and all that. So I can see my rotor tach as it slows down. As my rotor slows down, my rotor tach kind of goes freaky, but probably ain't much I can do about that. If anybody got a solution to that, I'm more than happy to try it. I got Tony coming in behind me. His rotors take a while to slow down too, so I ain't in no hurry. Mine's almost stopped. I think one more revolution here and we're good. Chambers County here, they redid all these taxiways. They tore out a little area here, and we said, hey, we need a way to get in on and off the taxiway, so I came in and put gravel down. Not the best thing for propellers. Alright, so uneventful, good test flight there. And we'll go ahead and kill the fuel pumps. Turn the ignition off. Later.